We rolled all of our raindrops into balls. We want to make this cloud rain our raindrops. So the first thing we're going to do, actually, we're going to take a picture and then we're going to make it rain. So, picture, and then we're going to put in our first raindrop and take another picture. And then with that first raindrop, what we're going to do is we're going to take it and we're going to go like this with it between our hands to just make it a little bit more oblong, to make it a little bit more long, like this, so that when we create that raindrop shape falling, that it will look really cool. Also, one of the things we're going to want to do here is turn on our onion skinning feature so that we know how to line up the raindrops. So now that we have our first raindrop in our frame, let's take another picture. We're going to take out that raindrop. We're going to just move our hands back and forth a little bit, and then we'll have a little bit of a longer shape for our raindrop. We're going to just line that up underneath the first drop, and then choose another raindrop, and we'll put that raindrop coming in somewhere else underneath the cloud. And take another picture. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take our first raindrop that we used, and we're gonna make it even longer. Sometimes I like to use my finger on the palm of my hand and just rub it back and forth to make it a little bit longer. And then we're going to line that one up underneath, and we're going to grab our next raindrop. What's really helpful to know when you're animating, if you're going to animate a lot of things, it's good to keep in mind a pattern so that you always use the same. So let me explain. When we have, say we're gonna have 20 raindrops, we're not actually, we're gonna have a couple, but if we had 20 raindrops, how are we gonna keep track of 20 different things? Sometimes I like to make a pattern in my mind. Maybe it's, I like to start from the left and go to the right. Maybe sometimes it's top to bottom. Maybe sometimes it's left to right and top to bottom, and it's crazy because there's a lot of things in it. I think for now, the pattern I'm going to use in my mind is the first raindrop I put on is the first one I'm going to animate every time, and the second raindrop I put on is the second thing I'm going to animate every time. So now that these two are on, I'm going to put a third raindrop into the scene, just over here, this little yellow one, and take another picture. Awesome, that's looking great. Now we're just going to make them long again. Give each one a little bit of a movement and put it back underneath, and then do the same with the green. Make it long again and put it underneath. Grab that yellow, make it just a little bit longer than the ball shape that it was. Put it underneath here. And then let's choose another color. I'm going to choose this hot pink one. And let's take a picture. Alrighty, now we do the same thing. We're gonna just do this a bunch of times. We're going to roll the raindrop longer. We're going to add that to our frame. We're going to roll the next one longer and add that to our frame. Then we'll come to the third raindrop. Are mine even going straight, guys? Can you tell? And then take another picture. Now we'll do the same thing. Just keep making them longer. Make them longer again. And put them back into the frame. All right, now we take another picture. Now we can add another raindrop to our raining cloud. You can add as many raindrops as you go. this one I was showing you an example, so the shape changed, but I have my round raindrop. I'm gonna put it in this scene. And before we take any more pictures, we need to roll these to be longer again. Oh, I forgot. I never actually took a picture of it when it was round. We got to go back in time. See, I messed with the process. I put the ball on before I'd actually elongated the shapes. And that wasn't the deal in the process. So I made a little bit of a mistake. So now I got to put it back. It's a perfect circle. Okay, and now we're going to take a picture. And this one is now going to be out of the frame, so I'm just going to move it out. And this one is almost as long as it's going to get, so I'm just going to move that one down a bit. And then I will just make these ones just a little bit longer. This yellow one here, and then this pink one. And then this kind of greeny blue. Maybe we'll make this blue the last one I do in this example, but you can do as many as you'd like. And I'm actually gonna maybe do a little bit of filming off camera because you're gonna get tired of watching me do this if I do it for like an hour. But I'm gonna show you what it looks like when it's finished. So we're done with this green one. I'm gonna move it off the camera. I'm gonna move this yellow one down. I'm gonna move this pink one down. And this last little green raindrop, we're just gonna animate it till it gets out of the frame. Whoop, it's a little bit of a rolly guy. Okay, we'll take another picture. Now we're gonna move the yellow one out of the frame, and the pink one down the frame, the green one, we're gonna make a little bit longer and put it back in again. Take another picture. We're gonna move the pink one out of the frame, and we'll just move that green one down a little bit more and take another picture. Move it down a little bit more and take another picture. Then we're gonna move it out of the frame and take another picture, and our cloud has now just rained 5 raindrops. You can make the cloud rain as many raindrops as you want. If we wanna watch the video that we just created, let's push that back button, and then we can push play and watch as our raindrops are raining out of our cloud. It looks kind of fun, huh? Well, that is how you make a claymation. Now that we are done filming, we can export the video. You did it! Amazing job! Now you can use your Play-Doh and your imagination to make some really neat claymation videos. You could create a grassy ground and have the cloud rain and Play-Doh flowers grow. You could create a Play-Doh fish and film bubbles coming out of its mouth. You could create all sorts of really cool things. You just need a little bit of imagination.